What up, gentlemen? We're back.
What up, boys?
What up, boys? What's going on?
What the hell happened to Mike? Oh, there he is. Now he's back.
There we go.
There you go. What's going on, dudes, man? First show. We're back. 2024.
Happy New Year, fellas.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, boys.
Absolutely awesome. So glad we're
2024
back,
is here.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'm glad we're back, man. I feel like it's been a long time. I've been getting texts from a bunch of people asking where the hell we've been. They're waiting for the show to come back. So it definitely feels good to be back, man. 2024, another great year for Sports of Ages for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely excited.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, man.
A lot of stuff to talk, man.
Got through the holidays. Got through New Year's.
Christmas, everything, man.
I tell you, New Year's Eve is just not what it used to be, man. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older. Like,
well, yeah,
I don't even give a shit about it, man.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
I was still drunk as shit.
Happy New Year, Pop.
What's up,
What's up, Pop? What's going on?
So,
yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. Playoffs are here. It's wild card weekend. It's going to be matchups look good for sure, man. We got a lot of good ones we're going to break down later in the show. Our Rangers, they started the season hot, man. They're finally facing some adversity. We'll see how they can either come out on top or if they start to sink to the middle of the crowd here.
yeah.
You know, it's tough. It's definitely looking tough for them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have some stuff on hockey that we'll get into.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, so 2024 is upon us. And, yo, Chris, what's up, bro?
What up, Chris?
By the way, while Chris is in the comments there, today is the 25-year anniversary of the debut of The Sopranos.
I saw that. That's crazy, man. 25.
It's pretty wild, right?
That is nuts.
Yeah, Chris, we got to talk because we definitely got to get a Sopranos special episode going on here, man. We've been talking about it for way too long. We got to make it happen.
I'd love it.
Especially now that I watched it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So it'll be Sopranos of Ages, I guess we'll call it that week. I don't know.
Yeah, no doubt. Even if it's a short show, just all towards that would be awesome, man.
Oh, it'd be great, man. So it's 2024. Football playoffs are here. Hockey's in full swing. Baseball catchers and pitchers are around the corner, believe it or not.
Report in February, man. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, basketball in full swing. We're already seeing commercials for the Masters for golf.
Yeah,
that's already starting.
Which is
Jordan,
awesome.
What's up, hon?
Absolutely awesome. What's
So,
going on, Jordan?
Yeah, Angelo, kick us off. Let's start off 2024 for Sports of Ages, boys.
Yeah, buddy.
Right.
Let's get it.
This is Sports of Ages.
All right. So let's get into some news, shall we?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to try to do this without putting my glasses on. All right. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about in football, obviously. Now the playoffs are starting. But so I'm just going to get another couple of things out of the way here. Big announcement today in college football. Nick Saban has announced his retirement.
It's wild.
So
Unbelievable.
yeah. Mike, Janine, what's happening?
What's up, Ma, Dad? What's going on?
How old is Saban?
70. I want to say. I think he's the same age as Pete Carroll, honestly. 72.
72? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Nick Saban, I mean, look, when you talk about the greatest coaches of all time in college, I mean,
Who else?
he's right there, you know, right?
Yeah.
Him, Bobby Bowden, Joe Paterno.
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple of names we can throw out there, but I mean, Nick Saban's right at the top of the list, man.
Does he have 6 titles, right?
6-time national champion.
Yeah, 6 times.
I think he's been to 10. The guy, I mean, he has Alabama in the mix every single year, regardless. Recruiting class is always good. The guy has produced more NFL talent than anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's a conversation for the guy at this point. He's on the top of any podium, man. He's fucking awesome. What a beast.
I wonder the long-term effects for Alabama, though. I mean, that's going to deter a bunch of people coming, you know?
This is going to be – I think this might be a quick effect, man, especially
for sure.
with how the transfer portal is, man. We've broke that down a bunch. I think it's hurting college football, but now I think this hurts Alabama bad. I mean, imagine you just got in the transfer portal, you just committed to Bama, and now Saban's gone.
Saban's retired.
They're going to lose a full roster of players, man.
Yeah.
they're gonna have to make a splash with hiring a new coach for Alabama.
Yeah.
You know, going from a guy like Nick Saban with all the success, I get it. You got to try something new and something fresh, but going with just like some young unnamed guy, I don't know if I don't think you can do that right now.
Yeah,
you need experience there.
They need an established coach.
I did hear that as well, Chris.
The guy from Oregon.
Yeah, from Oregon, Dan Lanning. He's looking like the top candidate right now. I don't know if he's in the league Oregon because he has a big recruiting class coming in too. I think he had the number 3 recruiting class from high school right now coming into Oregon. So I don't know if that's what he's going to be looking for, but definitely a possibility, man, for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. So Nick Saban is out. Just a couple of Major League Baseball release schedules today. If anyone's interested in that, obviously we're not going to go through. You know what? I'm going to read off every schedule for every team. So it's only 162 per team. It won't take that long.
Yeah, we'll see in 2025.
Yeah. So if anyone's interested in that, you can go check out the baseball schedules. They are online. They've been released today. In the NHL, the new hot rookie, man, Connor Bedard, is out 6 to 8 weeks with his jaw injury.
Brutal hit, man. He got clapped.
He got
clean
smacked.
Hit.
Clean hit. Definitely
Yeah.
clean hit.
It was definitely clean. He just got killed.
He just got killed, yeah. Brendan Smith's a big boy, and Connor Bedard's a kid, man, and he just
he's 18.
His body was not prepared for that fucking hit, man.
Welcome to the NHL.
That's one of those moments right there. It's welcome to the big leagues, man.
Yeah. William Nylander, did you guys see his contract extension?
No.
8 years, $92 million.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think they announced that on Monday, I believe, which I
money.
believe now makes him the highest paid in hockey.
Wow. Guy deserves it. He's phenomenal.
Oh, he's incredible. Capo Caco was a full participant at practice for the Rangers finally.
That's definitely good. I saw Laviolette said he was basically day to day. It's going to be any day he's back. So
yeah, he's out of the non-contact jersey and all that stuff now. So we should have him back soon. And look, Caco, the guy has not been lighting it up on the score sheet by any means since he started playing, believe it or not. But I think defensively we miss him a little bit right now.
Yeah, I told you, Mike. I mean, I think I said it on the show. 6 games in after he was out, I think the Rangers went from the 6 games before they were 5-1. After he got hurt, they were 2-4.
Yeah,
or 2-3-1 in those next 6 games, which is a big change, man. You can tell
a huge change.
Yeah. What's up, Pat?
Pat, what's happening, dude?
Chris, we've been hearing that as well, man. We're going to get into that topic a little bit later. Stay tuned, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we definitely got a lot to talk about on that front. Yes. That's for sure. The Islanders, and this is not coming from a Ranger fan trying to rub this in, but they're on like a little bit of a skid right now, man.
Yep.
They got smacked by Vancouver last night. Look, so did the Rangers the other night. They got smacked by Vancouver. The Islanders are kind of on a downslide right now, and I mean, like about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, they were catching up to us in the standings, to the Rangers, and they're just slipping further and further down the list, man.
They had a good week and a half, 2 weeks of hockey, but now they're just back down to. I mean,
it's the end of the games too. It's
no doubt.
It's not that they're getting beat up per se the whole game. It's just they can't close them out.
Yeah, Chris, you know what? We feel your pain, man.
Yeah, Igor's the same way.
Yeah, because we're going through the same exact thing with Igor right now. He's just not the same guy that he's been, and I don't know what the hell is going on there, man.
It's weird. It's very, very weird.
Jordan, you guys are definitely struggling in the third, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Again, we got the All-Star break for hockey coming up in a couple of weeks. We're going to do our mid-season awards here on the show. So everyone that's a hockey fan out there, put your awards together. We'll talk about that in the coming weeks.
Yep.
All right. Let's get to – you know what? One quick note on golf for anyone that's interested. Did you guys find it surprising that Tiger Woods dropped Nike?
Yes and no.
I feel like it was bound to happen eventually. I mean, I think all these guys that are part of the PGA are going to start, losing deals because everybody is going over to the Live Golf, man. And
I hate it. I mean, I like that Tiger
I can't stand it.
I like the PGA just because it's old school and that's how it's always been. Yeah. But the Live, they're paying so much, and the benefits towards the golfers are just so much better, man.
Yeah, I mean, as a do what's best for your family ultimately. But I mean,
no doubt.
It's always, to me, it's always going to be the secondary company, though. Like your PGA title is going to be worth more than your live title. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
I don't know.
I definitely get it. Yeah.
Chris, I'm gonna say 100% yes. The ratings on the Tiger is, as of right now anyway, he's set. He's gonna play in the Masters this year.
Yeah.
The ratings compared to him playing and not playing are night and day.
You always
Without a
check in. You always check in to see where
Tiger
he
is
what
the
he's
biggest selling point still in golf, without a doubt.
Yeah. I mean, I watch golf here and there when it's on, but any real golf fan that, you're into it, Tiger's golfing, you're tuning into the channel when you get a chance.
For sure. Yeah.
100%.
Plain and simple. You're going to check him out.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was speaking to my brother actually last night. We were saying, if Tiger's in, maybe that Thursday and Friday, we're thinking of taking off of work and just hanging out and watching the first 2 rounds of the Masters on Thursday and Friday. It just changes everything when Tiger's in there, man.
100%.
Just the crowds that are following him and everything. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Barbara, what's happening? Hope everything worked out okay with that storm down there in Florida.
Yes.
And up here, it wasn't as bad as I think they said it was going to be in certain spots. Some spots on the island got flooded, man.
Right by me.
Yeah.
Right by Smith's Point. I mean, if I take my block all the way down to Mastic Road and I go left towards the reservation, I mean, it's underwater, dude. It's absolutely underwater, yeah.
Somebody posted a picture today of Patch on Piers. They were like,
I saw that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bayshore, a couple of restaurants and bars and stuff all underwater.
That is nuts.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts, man.
No doubt.
So now to get into some football stuff here. Okay,
Yeah.
Obviously we know a lot of coaching moves have happened.
Yes.
I think the Giants had more coaching moves than the entire league did right now. But
them and the Bears.
yeah. So the teams right now that are in search of a head coach: Titans, who fired Vrabel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons, who fired Arthur Smith. Panthers, we know what's going on there. The Raiders, which is a very interesting one I want to talk to you guys about. The Chargers, the Commanders obviously fired Ron Rivera, and today the announcement of Pete Carroll, who I don't think got fired. I just think it was
mutual. It was definitely mutual.
Yeah.
He said he fought for his job, though. He wanted to stay the coach, and they decided to move on. So
I mean, it's been pretty long. I kind of get the move.
He's up there in age, man.
Yeah.
72, man.
And honestly, we're looking at possibly Patriots if Belichick it kind of made it seem like it with all the reports and how they focused on him the last game, how it looks like he's about on his way out too. So
yeah. Belichick's an interesting one because Angelo, before we went on the air, we were talking about that. I mean, he I feel like any coach that's going or gonna be going, shouldn't that have already happened? Shouldn't the announcement have happened already?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking here. See, at the same time, I feel like looking at it right now, the landscape, the way the NFL is working, I feel like Bill is he's the piece that is
sneeze.
He is the piece that is waiting. When his name gets called, either the Patriots fire him or he decides he's going to retire. That's when all the rest of the dominoes
see everything else for
sure.
sure.
Because everyone's waiting to see what's going to happen with Bill. Where is he going to be? Is Vrabel going to New England? Should Washington reach out to Vrabel? Should they reach out to Bill? It's going to be one of those things where wherever Bill or whatever he decides to do is when all the other dominoes are going to fall into place.
Yeah, the Belichick thing is kind of I don't know. I don't know what to think at this point, Yeah. I think no matter what, it's never going to be announced as, Bill Belichick got fired. I mean, that ain't going to happen. You don't fire Bill Belichick,
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's the right move for both parties, for Bill and for the Patriots. It's been how many years at this point,
His coaching isn't the issue. It's the GM moves, man. The guy hasn't had a good draft in 8 years.
Yeah, they have not had a quarterback since Brady left.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, but just even why do you think Brady left? Look at the roster they were building around this guy, man. Belichick to the Chargers will happen. I already did it in Madden.
Hey, there's a possibility of that happening.
Possibility. If I'm them, I'm going younger though. I'm going Harbaugh, man. I'm pushing all the pins in from Harbaugh if I'm the Chargers.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's worth it.
No doubt.
Chargers are a team that's built to win, man.
No doubt. Harbaugh can bring that team to the playoffs next year.
Next season.
And they can win the division and go deep into the playoffs with that roster, man.
I think if they bring in Harbaugh or they bring in Belichick, they're going to the playoffs next year.
Oh, no doubt. Oh,
Yeah.
without a doubt. They already
I
have a
don't think it
roster.
makes a difference.
Yep, for sure.
All right, well, let's kind of be thankful that there was no tornado, at least. I mean,
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm all for a good storm and all, but so the Raiders job, okay? So I think that Pierce earned the job. I think they should
Me as well.
make him the head coach. However, though, I think they're more linked to Harbaugh than the Chargers are right now.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see. I mean, he makes sense to both teams.
Yeah,
Both
well, without
teams
a doubt.
have, they have a foundation. I think the Chargers are more ready to win now. The
Yeah.
Raiders need a quarterback, man. Garoppolo's not the guy. O'Connell
No.
showed some flashes, but they're not going to plan a future around him,
No, he's not a future franchise guy.
He makes sense to both of them.
I think the players want Pierce, though.
They want him.
Oh yeah,
The Raiders want Pierce. Yeah.
yep.
I think he earned their trust. I don't know. I think
He
it's a
earned the
good fit.
job.
Yeah, I think he earned it.
I tell you right now, if he doesn't, I'll take him as the defensive coordinator in New York. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. They're about 3 to 4 years out, man, for sure.
They
mean,
really
at
need to get a
least.
quarterback, man.
Yeah, they need a quarterback. I mean, the only thing is, you got to kind of play for the now. If I'm the Raiders, though, the defense came together towards the end of the year. They were winning games good. If they had a better quarterback and a little bit more help on the defensive side, I think they could be a real team, man. Adams is only going to get older. Crosby's only going to get older. You got to be able to re-sign Josh Jacobs. There's a lot of stuff. They have a lot of things they need to solve there.
And from a fan base standpoint, no fan base wants to hear, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
such a win now league, man. Like,
Yeah.
so anyway, so the Commanders is an interesting one, right? I mean,
Yes.
now that Rivera's out, they have new ownership there. I think they still have a quarterback issue as well, obviously, but
They're going to draft a guy.
now
Yeah.
that schmuck isn't running the team anymore and they have new ownership and stuff, I think that's actually a pretty that's a pretty sexy job right now. I think people are going to
no
want that
doubt.
position.
It's a Mike Vrabel type guy like that. It's an enticing job, man. I mean, one of these guys they're gonna get an interview and they're gonna take it. It's a spot. They have a roster, man. The roster's not horrible. They got some
they got good
valuable trade
parts.
picks. They moved
sure.
Young. They moved Sweat. They got good picks back. They got a second and 2/3 coming back to them.
Yeah.
I mean, they can make some noise in free agency this year. Have a nice draft, and you get a guy like Drake May with the second or third pick, whatever they have.
Right back in it. Yeah.
You're right back in the mix here, man.
Totally.
You're right back in the mix.
Without a doubt. I think the most active team so far already this early about going after the coaches has been the Titans, though. I mean, the Titans are interviewing everybody.
They've been reaching out to everybody.
They're reaching out to everyone. They're requesting for sure.
Yeah, they're requesting to interview just about everyone that's everyone, any name that's being talked about. They were reaching out to them.
Dan Quinn, Pierce.
I hate that.
Yep.
They reached out to the Giants OC, which I'm kind of shocked he's getting job interviews
Kafka.
after
Me too.
the year, like after this year. That's kind of weird.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I understand it after last year.
Yeah,
It's like the Giants'
why
offense
now?
actually kind of looked okay last year, but not this year.
Yeah, it's very strange that he's getting job this year. Wink made sense. Wink losing the Giants, losing him. I mean, we're going to talk more about that when we get our guest on here in a few. But
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll get into the Giants and dissect that a little bit.
yep, no doubt.
But so yeah, out of all the coaching, what do you guys think out of the Titans, the Falcons, the Panthers, the Raiders, the Chargers, Commanders, Seahawks? What's the most appealing job? Is it the Chargers?
I would say the Chargers are honestly the Falcons.
I was going to say the Falcons, honestly. The Falcons have a good young core. I think
Really
if you
good.
Can get, I think if you can get the right coach, and same thing, like if you get a couple free agents here and there, draft well,
Yep.
they can make some noise, man.
Yeah, they need a QB.
They need a QB,
I see them now that the Bears. I mean, I don't think the Bears are so much looking to get rid of Fields, but I think they're going to be more in the market to exploring all options at this point. So I could totally see Atlanta making a trade, sending one of their first round picks next year for Fields excuse me, and they roll with Fields next year, you have a backfield of Bijan Robinson, Justin Fields, throwing to Drake London, Kyle Pitts with
That's
a really
nice.
good defense and
Yeah.
a head coach like Mike Vrabel. I mean, geez, that could be really dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really dangerous.
And honestly, it's not that hard to win that division. I mean, obviously,
No.
look at the records. I mean,
No.
a couple pieces here and there, you can win that division easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Seattle's definitely an appealing job also.
Oh, of course. Just
It's
the
a
city
really
alone.
good run organization.
Yeah, just the city alone, man. It's definitely
Yeah.
appealing. I think all the jobs honestly have a bunch of pros and some of them have some cons, but I think all of these jobs are going to get filled by someone that is either. I mean, I don't think we're going to hear anyone without a big name get a job this offseason. We'll say that.
Probably not.
It's not.
I
It's
think-
very unlikely.
I think the least appealing, honestly, is probably Carolina. No, I
Oh,
don't
no,
think
their
I wouldn't want
roster's
anything to
horrible.
do with Carolina. Yeah.
The
They have
roster
no
is
roster.
horrible.
They have a quarterback that was drafted first overall. That's very in question right now.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
no idea what you're getting from.
You don't know what you're getting there. I mean,
It's like
yeah,
a
that
weird,
job,
it's like
that's a
weirdly
lot of
aged-
work.
It's like a weirdly aged team too. Like your top receivers, Adam Thielen? He's at his
Adam Thielen.
wrong side of 30 at that point. Like, there's not really many pieces to kind of build around at that point. I mean, I don't know.
100%
It's just
agree, man.
weird.
Yeah, that team's in a rough spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So, and look, the Titans are in kind of a weird spot too. I mean, the Titans. I mean, obviously they're putting all their chips to the middle of the table here on Levis, who again I still think is going to be a very good quarterback.
Yeah, agreed.
But I mean, that team needs some work, man. And I have a feeling unless they make a really good hire, they're going to regret getting rid of Vrabel.
I thought he was doing a good job. I mean, for what he had.
4 out of 6 years, they were a playoff team with an AFC champion.
Yeah, I can't really see how you blame him for this shit, man. The GM, well, look what the GM has done to the team. They traded away AJ Brown, traded away Corey Davis. They're not bringing back Derrick Henry. I mean,
Nope.
the team is just. What have they done to help him?
I know.
Yeah, nothing.
The Derrick Henry thing, I mean, I get it. I get that you don't want to invest in him and stuff. I mean, he's an aging running back.
A lot of miles.
A lot of miles,
on
but the
him.
guy, he didn't even fall off this year. He still had
Oh, yeah.
I think he had 10 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards.
Mhm.
The guy had a really good
He's
year.
still really effective. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're looking to rebuild, I get it. I get the move.
Yep. Michael Power in the house. What's up, man?
What's up, Uncle Mike? What's going on? What's up, you pricks? What's going on, dude?
So look, I mean, obviously the football things are all the news that's going on in football right now is the big thing, to really talk about here. I don't have much as far as any other big news and notes things to talk about just to keep dissecting this stuff because there's a lot to go over here, man. I mean, the Giants, again, I know we have Rob coming on in a few. We're going to talk to him and we're going to definitely talk Giants, but were you guys surprised to see everything that's developed over the last 24 hours with Brian Dable and Wink?
No.
And I'll get Rob's opinion as well, but I mean, like,
I'm
is
not.
that, I mean,
I don't know. I was okay either way. I don't think Wink did a bad job. I don't think
no, I think he did a pretty good job.
I think Wink was the
yeah.
reason they won 6 games.
for sure. Definitely. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you're looking to, again, it looks whatever direction you're looking to go, and if you're looking to make that much of a change, I get it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he was a valuable piece. So I don't think I would have moved on from him yet. I would have given him one more year, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think it was so much from. I mean, let's bring Rob in here. Let's get him in so we can talk some shit.
Yeah. Let's get Rob Casal on, man. There he is.
Rob, what's going on,
What's up,
bro?
guys?
What's up, Rob?
Long time.
What's
no
happening,
see,
brother?
bro.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Hope everyone had a good last couple of weeks and
Yeah,
eager to
too,
get
man.
this NFL playoffs going.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
to touch up on the Wink thing, it's crazy because I had this debate the other day. Wink's the reason why they were in all their games. You can't have an offense on the field going 3 and out the entire game and expect the defense not to bend at some point. And the only thing I didn't agree with Wink is when he put Kayvon in coverage. He's a pass rusher, kill the quarterback. It's
Yeah.
the only thing I didn't agree with, but it's all, that's 2 egos, two big boys in the schoolyard, I guess,
Yep.
went at it, and now we're gonna lose our DC.
Yeah, and Rob, as another Giant fan, I mean, I would think you would agree with this, but losing Wink definitely hurts. But I think the most important piece to keep of the coaching staff is Brian Dable.
Yeah,
I think losing,
agree.
like say it went the opposite way and Dable ended up leaving and we keep our defensive coordinator. Okay, that's great, but
which
I think
doesn't happen anyways. They never.
Right, exactly. So I think having Dable there was way more important than having Wink.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I'm just happy Bobby Johnson's finally fired, the worst offensive line coach in the history of the Giants.
Yeah,
like a lot of people, a lot of high-level coaches will have the opinions that the offensive line coach is one of the most important, and it's also one of the most easiest to correct. I disagree. I mean, I think you still need the horses to win, but
of course.
No doubt.
Look at the center on the 49ers. He had a great year when he left the Giants. Why am I? What's his?
This is what happens to the Jets and Giants. Their linemen leave and they go start somewhere else. George Fant started 16 games for the Ravens this year, and he was horrible with the Jets.
Yeah, Patrick, you know his name. What's his name, dude? Put it in the comments. Anyway, go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, and then we traded
Feliciano.
Correct. And then we gave Zeitler away for a bag of balls. So you could have had those two guys in the middle anchoring your line, with the only weak spot being, the right tackle and left guard. But if you have the center this year, I do like him. But maybe you bump out Feliciano and now your line is secured. I don't know. I know there's a lot more to it, but it was just disappointing. And I think the Giants blew their load last year, and a lot of people had high hopes. And it just, with the tough schedule they did, this was bound for disaster.
I feel like last year for the Giants was supposed to be what happened this year. I feel like the roles almost should have been reversed. Now, obviously, you can't control injuries and stuff. I mean, when you look at the offense, it sputtered all season, but you were on your third string quarterback. By week 7, week 8, whatever the hell it was. I mean, at that point, it was a nice little quick honeymoon there with Tommy DeVito, but Tommy DeVito sucks. I mean, come on, he's not going to make any noise in this league. I mean, so
he fizzled out fast for sure.
Yeah. Now, Rob, who do you want? If you had your choice, who are you taking for the new DC?
I still think guys are going to pop up. I do like Antonio Pierce. As I like what he does. I like how the players play for him. I don't know who else is going to be out there. I would like to go with a more proven name, but but it's also, it looks like Daboll is going to have a certain type of personality to work with him.
That's exactly what I was just going to say, man. I mean, you couldn't make it work with a guy you were familiar with already. I mean, they already had that off the field and on the field relationship before they came to New York. Mm-hmm. And then your second year, I understand some people saying that week 15 shit, maybe it wasn't so much true. How can you not say it wasn't true, man? The guy left a couple days after the season ended. He just resigned. They didn't fire him because the Giants' defense sucked. The Giants' defense was the reason they were winning the second half of the year.
100%. And it's funny. Everything I'm still reading, they still have not received an official resignment. On Giants 360 and these Giants.
I think today it hit today. Yeah.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah. They came to a mutual agreement today, and he's out.
Yeah. Sucks, but
he's going to go to be the new defensive coordinator of the fucking Eagles or something next year.
Oh, it's 100% happening. I'm not even kidding. I was just going to say he's going to end up with Dallas when Quinn leaves, or with the Eagles.
I hope not.
Oh, dude, Quinn's gone.
I know he's got too much. He's got too much attention on him now. We're screwed.
Yeah, and look, I don't agree with it by the other teams. I would not want Dan Quinn as my head coach.
I think he's we talked about that. I think he's a horrible head coach.
He has a history of being horrible.
Great coordinator.
These guys, they get that second chance, and what he's done with the Dallas defense, people will take that risk.
Yeah,
they're willing to give that 3 year to a franchise that is right in the middle of, you don't know what they're going to be yet. And someone's going to take him. It's just going to happen. It's just
he has some of the biggest collapses in NFL history as being a head coach.
Yeah, on the biggest stage. On the biggest stage, man.
It's true.
I mean, stick to the coordinator job, man. He's awesome at defensive coordinator. We'll see.
I'm sure he knows, though, man. This is your last go round. If you fuck up as a head coach now, no one's taking you back, man. You can be in the good old boy fraternity in the NFL as long as you want, but it's gonna be hard to get a job if you fuck this one up, man.
Is that even worth it though? At that point, I would just stick with what you're good at, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I don't
a
know.
tough decision. I mean, you have
It's
to be
also
in
an
the
ego
shoes.
thing, man. These guys, they want to
Yeah.
be the guy in charge. They want to be the top dog,
They
you
want to
know?
get back to it, man.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Rob,
wonder,
it's kind of like how Steven and Angelo are with this show. Like, they want to be the top dog, but they know who is, man. It's just the way it is.
Totally.
Yeah, look at that.
I wonder if Vrabel and the Patriots have a deal already.
Prick.
Oh, I thought about that.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I mean, I can
Vrabel.
see it, honestly. I could see it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah, well, it's just gonna be an interesting offseason. I was curious to see who you guys got going all the way this year, though.
Ooh, okay.
You guys should start with that.
Oh, I really don't know. I mean,
It's a tough one. I want to say the most. I know everyone has been saying for the last, God, almost the whole season, that San Fran's the most complete team, right? Which I can get on board with it. I almost want to say Baltimore is the most complete team right now. I don't trust their quarterback, and not in the playoffs. I do not trust Lamar Jackson. There's a real good chance the way he's playing, he's going to prove me wrong this year. Leading up to this, though, in the playoffs, the guy's got one playoff win. You know, I'm sorry. I just, it's hard to get on board with that, which is why I'd rather lean towards San Fran and the NFC going. But, I'd probably say right now, I'm going to have to say San Francisco. Yeah, I'm going to have to say them. It's going to have to be the Niners.
I could see it being San Fran, Miami. I think that
I'm big on Miami. I think Miami's a good team.
if
Oh,
Dallas can beat
gosh.
the Niners, I guess it's going to have to go that route. If we can get past the Niners, I think we win the Super Bowl. But I think we could beat any other NFC team besides the Niners right now. They've been our trip,
I agree, man. I mean, the Niners, they struggled late in the season, of course, against Baltimore. Baltimore fucking slacked them, but
Yeah.
I think as of right now, Baltimore's still the most complete team. I think this is going to be a Baltimore-San Fran Super Bowl. If not, I 100% think it's Baltimore-Dallas. I don't see anyone else from the NFC making it. I think it's Baltimore-Dallas.
What are you feeling there, Rob?
I see Baltimore winning it all, though.
Yeah, so I did my little scenario because it hasn't worked in the last 3 years. So I think we all could agree Dallas is going to beat Green Bay, in my opinion.
They should.
I got Philly eking out a victory against Tampa Bay, but they're a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
They're a mess.
That's a win one. You're done. That's it.
Yeah, and I think the 49ers due to Philly what Philly did to the Giants in the playoffs last year.
Just really beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, and
I
I got San Francisco. I got San Francisco losing the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. I got Cleveland over Houston, and I was gonna say Joe Flacco is gonna upset Baltimore, but I'm gonna go a little more conservative. Baltimore wins that game. I got KC over Miami because it's supposed to be the coldest playoff game in the history, I believe.
Yes.
Right up there.
Negative 2 degrees. Wind is going to make it feel like -8. And,
Yeah.
I think
just
Miami's in for a long one.
That's what I'm saying. I don't trust Tua in those conditions. And it's not like, KC is still a good team, even though I think they're a fraction of last year. KC goes to Buffalo and loses, and Buffalo upsets Baltimore, and Buffalo beats the 49ers, and your Super Bowl champs, Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo
Wow.
finally taking
Okay.
one home.
Just because I was looking their last 6 games since they reinvented themselves and went more to the ground game, they're 5-0, so they're pretty hot right now.
Yeah, they are.
But I also feel like Lamar Jackson, Allen's the same way. If you force him to throw and you put them in throwing situations only, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
They make too many mistakes, in my opinion. But I forgot one game. I have the Rams going into Detroit and upsetting Detroit.
I like that one.
Definitely see that.
I like that one a lot, man.
And I got to vent about this one because I do like the man as a head coach. But a few weeks ago when Detroit was in Dallas, when they went for the 2 points and, the tackle didn't
declare
with the official. Campbell should have just said, all right, let's kick the extra point and
I
and go to
could not
OT.
agree more. I could not agree more.
He gave up a lot by doing that and going for the win again after the penalty and not getting it. You cost the city of Detroit millions of dollars in another, in possible another game. And I just think, I like him as a coach, but he's too volatile. And last week with Laporta, why are your starters still in a meaningless game? This guy could have tore his ACL. And selfishly enough, he's on my keeper. He's a keeper of mine. So I didn't want his ACL to go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love this kid. He's possibly the next, Kelsey, but your starters need to be out of the fucking game. Like, what are we doing here?
For sure. Yeah.
Look how many guys sat throughout the whole league. I mean, didn't really make sense. I get it. They were playing for the 2 seed. That's the only reason I think they kept him in. I mean, everyone that had a seed locked already, Niners, Chiefs, Ravens, those guys all sat.
Yeah.
So I do get that, but I mean, come fourth quarter, they were winning. He should have been out of the fucking game already.
Yeah. By that point, he should have been out of that game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Rob, I think the one area where I disagree is I think Tampa beats the Eagles this weekend.
Oh, definitely, I could see that.
Yeah.
Very good possibility.
Yeah.
I
the Eagles
appreciate that as a Giant fan.
I just think the Eagles are a mess right now. They're just such a mess right now.
Yeah.
But we were saying before, I mean, you got to – if you're a Tampa fan, you got to wonder what Baker is showing up,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's even more than that, man. I think it's what team is going to show up. That's what it's been with Tampa the last 2 years. Even last year with Brady, you didn't know what Tampa team was going to show up. One week, the defense is stellar. The offense is rolling. The next, they're going 3 and out. The defense is letting up 3rd and longs. Like it's an overall. Again, I think it stems back to fucking Todd Bowles. You never know how they're going to be prepared, man. And I get it. He's in the playoffs 2 years in a row as a head coach. It's in the worst division, but still, he's still in the playoffs. You got to give him some credit for that.
Yep.
You lose Brady and you come out, you still win the division with Baker Mayfield. The team, I think this is going to be. I think it's going to be one of the best games. Honestly, I know it looks like 2 shitters. You never know. I think this could be a higher scoring, really good game.
That would be I love this weekend of football. It's just I'm not a fan of the Monday night game, to be honest.
I hate it. I hate it.
Like, because I probably won't be awake for it because I'm gonna be drinking from 1 to 10 o'clock on Sunday.
Exactly.
If you guys are around, my wife is bartending at the Dugout Pub, and
nice.
Awesome.
I'll probably pass that at about midnight. And then,
but, of course, the first weekend I go to the Dugout Pub and you're not there.
Yeah, she was off that week. That was it's funny, but I'm hoping a lot of people come down this weekend just because I love nothing more than playing football on a Sunday morning, watching football for 9 hours, and then not having work the next day. So
I'm off on Monday too, man. It's beautiful. It really is, man. So, awesome. All right. So you got Buffalo going. All right. I'm going to write this down, man. Rob's taking.
It's not a bad pick, man. It's not a bad pick, especially the way just the AFC looks, man. I mean, Buffalo. I think we're going to get into it here after we let you go, Rob. Where you stay on so you can hear all of our full playoff predictions, man. But I think Buffalo is the only team that can really give, from a physical standpoint, is the only team that can give. Well, outside of Cleveland, because it's always divisional. There'll always be it's a battle. Outside of Cleveland, if they make it that far, I think Buffalo is the only team that can give Baltimore a little bit of a head scratcher with fucking how physical they are, man. They no matter how many injuries that team has, they beat the shit out of people. It doesn't happen for every team. Even Cleveland's one of those teams too, man. Cleveland has so many injuries this year, and they're a fucking wild card team with 11 wins, man.
Yeah, they lost their running back, they lost their quarterback, but something I just might throw a bullshit bet in. I'll just bet the minimum $10 on Cleveland to go to the Super Bowl. Just because watch Flacco do some shit and then Gary, there's a big hit on Lamar Jackson, the ball comes loose. I just with rookie quarterbacks, I forget the stat what it was. They're 2 in a million. Yeah. And who the 2 wins are by? Joe Flacco.
Yep.
There you go. Exactly. Yep. And he just looks so relaxed. He's just out there having fun, Yeah.
Playing with house money,
That's it.
He was playing with his balls one week, and then the next week he's throwing touchdowns to Amari Cooper.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's playing really well, man. I mean, look, he's throwing his usual Flacco picks, man, but that's okay. He's winning games. He's winning games, man.
The defense is good enough to help him out, man, because he's still throwing touchdowns.
I could see Cleveland making a little sleeper run. I could see that happening. All of a sudden, they're eking out the first 2 games, and before you know it, Cleveland's in the AFC Championship. I could see that happening.
Yeah, we've seen it with the Giants. You get hot at the right time.
Yep.
Nothing could stop you at times. I mean, we won a Super Bowl with Jeff Hostetler. Angelo, you weren't even alive, I don't think, but Jeff Hostetler.
Yeah, and I think Steven was about 2 years old, I think.
He was pretty terrible, but he was different from Phil Simms. He was able to run, extend plays.
He could run.
And the Giants defense was, it was top 3 in the league, so it always helped.
Yeah, they still had LT, Banks, Peppa Johnson,
Leonard Marshall. Yeah. That was the year he ended he ended Montana's career as a 49er.
As a 49er, yeah.
Yeah, but he was never the same after that hit. Like he crushed him.
Oh my God. Oh my God, did he crush him?
Yeah, it was like didn't see him coming, and like you felt his bones, And
I think like Montana felt like positive at the time because for a split second, Lawrence Taylor missed him. And he was like, "Oh, I'm good." Marshall was like, "Hold my beer. You're now going to be knocked into next week."
Yeah, that was such a great game.
That was like the first year that I remember being like a kid and being a football fan. Like it sunk in that year. I was 10 years old, and that's the first time I remember watching like every game, watching the Super Bowl, the championship games. Like, because my family's huge football fans, obviously, and like. But again, prior to that, I don't remember the 86 Super Bowl. I was fucking 6 years old. But like the 90 year when the Giants went on to make that run, that was like my first real memory of football. And probably the reason I became a Giant fan to begin with,
Yeah, that was a great year. It was, believe it or not, I was in 7th grade that year. We moved to Florida for like 9 months. And it was just different. Like, I had all the kids in the neighborhood rooting for the Giants. Except for my brothers, who were both 49er fans. So as soon as Matt Barr kicks the field goal, I'm laughing in their faces. And then I remember there was this big older kid at the school, and he always wears Buffalo Bills jersey. And I had my Giants T-shirt on the day after they won the Super Bowl. He's like, "You a Giants fan?" I just go, "Yep," and I walked away as fast as I could.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great, man. Yeah. Cool. Well, Rob, thanks so much for coming on, man.
Yeah, man. We appreciate it. Good to see you, bro.
First guest of 2024.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, whenever you guys need me, let me know. And I got to get more in tune with Ranger hockey. I got to admit, I've only watched probably 3.5 games. But
I hope it wasn't the last 3.5 games.
Ooh, brutal.
It was during the winning streak a few weeks back.
Okay, good. Good.
But thanks again, fellas. And I'm curious to listen to your picks now.
Yeah. No, Rob, shoot me a text on Sunday, man. Maybe I can pop in there for a little bit. All right.
Absolutely. Sounds good, guys.
All right, brother. Have a good night. Enjoy the week. And best to Alyssa, all right?
You will do. Sounds good. Later.
Thanks, man.
Later. All right. First guest of 2024 in the books.
Rob's awesome, man.
Yeah,
good
buddy.
dude right there.
Oh, he's the best, man. He's such a good guy.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it.
Yes.
All right. Is it pick time, gentlemen?
I think it's pick time.
I think it is, man.
Wild card breakdown and some picks. By the way, before we just jump into this here, we didn't touch on this, and I just wanted to. We haven't talked probably for the last year and a half about basketball, but the Knicks are finally a relevant basketball team again, man.
They look good right now, man.
And I don't think this is like a fraud. I think they're the real deal right now. That's a really good fucking basketball team.
I think getting rid of Barrett and quickly. I mean, it sucked losing those guys. They're young talent. I know Barrett.
I really like Barrett. I like Barrett.
I like Barrett. I know Barrett has his iffy game, but
he does.
The way the roster has kind of come together now, I feel like everyone's falling into their role better. Randall looks much better with these guys. OG looks awesome, man. He's lighting up the stat sheet every night.
Definitely. He was an upgrade for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Randall looks like a man possessed again, man. Like, he's
I love it.
he's like the guy out there with the flag and Braveheart, like he's the guy leading the charge,
Yeah, dribbles hard. He's getting to the rack. He shoots mid-range good. He knocks down some threes when you need them. The roster they're playing their role much better now that they don't have to worry about quickly getting a lot of minutes off the bench,
Yeah.
I like Quickly though. I
like him too. He was solid.
Yeah.
He was definitely solid.
I get the move though. The move was it made sense. It was one of those that actually made sense and it's working out. So
yeah,
100%.
And
Yeah.
Michael Power, I'm thinking we'll reach out during the week, but next week we'll have you come on and do we want you to recap the Jets season for us, man, and give us your thoughts on the
We got a lot to talk about.
On the
Even up
future
Mike,
and-
we're talking
and-
every day, man. There's a lot of
Yeah.
shit we've discussed that we're in agreement on. Some
Yep.
shit that we just don't know what's going to happen yet.
anyone that's listening who wants to be a guest, just hit us up, man. We'll
Sure.
talk to anybody. We don't care.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
for sure.
All right. So let's get into some picks here, man.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
break
I
these
got-
games down a little bit, man.
I got them all written down. I got spreads and everything. So
Angelo, team's usually on the bottom. The home team's the last team.
I know that one. We've had to discuss in a lot of different languages to you.
Yeah. Maybe you could just put that in the crawl on the bottom.
at.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get into it. Everyone, let's see your picks in the comments, please. We want to get your picks, all right?
Yes, definitely.
So, I mean, starting off, we got our bye, San Fran and Baltimore on the bye week, so
Yeah.
they don't have to worry about anything this week. Let's start with the AFC. We got Cleveland at Houston. Cleveland is favored by 2.5 in this one.
I
See,
love Stroud. I really do. I think the kid is a superstar.
Yeah.
Just think, Houston, look, and Houston's playing on house money, right? I mean, they were
For
picked
sure.
to win how many games this year? And so God bless them. They did a great job. I think their coach should arguably win Coach of the Year.
I was just going to say, I think he gets Coach of the Year, man. And
D'Amico Ryans, right?
Stroud is going to be
Yeah.
right in the mix for Rookie of the Year as well, man. They're both
Stroud
gonna
could considerably be in the MVP conversation.
yeah.
I think he
100%.
should at least win Rookie of the Year for sure.
Oh, I don't even think it's close.
I would say so.
No,
yeah.
I don't know. I think Puka Nacua gets it. He broke both rookie records.
Yeah, but you went from having the
2 wins last year?
yeah.
He's going to be right. He's going to be there. But I think considering Puka broke the catches and yards, I think it's going to go to him, man.
it's
I-
gonna.
That's a
it's gonna be a tight-
60-year record. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I know.
That's a crazy year. It's going to be between the two of them, man, for sure.
Donna Moore in the house. What's up, Mom?
Cleveland. What's up, Donna?
What's up, Donna? I think it's
I'm
going
going to take Cleveland.
I think Cleveland edges them out. I can see it being like 21-17, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm with Pat here, man. I'm going to go. I'm going to take, honestly, 23-20 sounds good, Pat. I'm riding with you, man. I think Stroud at home, this guy has a chip on his shoulder. Every media member said this guy wouldn't be good enough. They wouldn't make any type of noise this year. He wants to win. I'm with Pat. I think the Cinderella
The whole
story comes
Ohio
from-
State curse and all that, right?
I think
Yeah.
I think the
they win.
Cinderella story ends this week, man. I think on the road it's just going to be too much for Cleveland. I think Cleveland matches up well, but I think Stroud just he's on another level right now. He's flying high. He wants this shit. Like,
I hope he wins. I do hope
Yeah.
he wins, but
I'd love to see
Yeah,
the kid win. I'm also kind of pulling for the Cinderella story with Flacco a little bit too.
I
Man,
know. It's.
I like Joe
yeah.
Flacco. He's a good dude. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Cleveland now.
Gotcha.
All right. I'm going Cleveland too. So,
Gotcha.
what do we got next? Next, we got the Dolphins at Kansas City. Kansas City's favored by 4.
I think this game is going to be way closer than people think. I know it's going to be stupid cold out and all that, but I don't think that's going to mean shit. I mean, these guys are pros, and
For sure.
I think the Chiefs are going to pull it out and win, but I think it's a very close game.
I'm going opposite. I'm going Miami, man. I think Miami wins by 10. I'm going Miami by 10 in this
Wow.
one.
I'm going KC here, man. I don't think that Miami's going to be able to do it. They're not coming into KC until Friday morning. It's not enough time for these guys to adjust to the temperature. Tua is historically bad when he plays games that are cold. I'm with you. I do, Pat. I wish the stadium would just fucking blow up.
No, look, I'm pulling for Miami. I just can't root for I can't bet against Mahomes at home.
I don't even think it's
And it's-
just so much betting. I don't trust Tua in this game going into KC in the cold. I mean, I had a stat pulled up here for you guys. Hold on, let me. He's played 4 games that are under 50 degrees. He's 0-4, 5 touchdowns to 6 picks, a 61.8 passer rating, and only a 55 completion rating. That's playing in any type of storm or anything under 50 degrees. This is going to be -2, boys. I think they are fucked.
I don't think so. I'm going to go.
That was before he could dump it off to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
I don't think it even matters, man. I don't think it even matters.
I'm going to go bold here. I think this is one of the few times you see Andy Reid get outcoached. I think he gets outcoached in this game.
Wow.
Ooh, nice.
That's a bold
good
one.
prediction, man. I like that.
I think it's going to be.
Keith, what's up, brother?
What's up, man?
What's up, Keith? Yeah, I think Miami's just going to have a good game plan coming in. Casey's offense hasn't been so hot. I think Miami has the offense to keep up with them if Mahomes does get hot. And if it comes down to a run game, I know Pacheco's good, but Miami's got a crazy run game. I just think they have the tools to win. I'm going Miami here.
Yeah, Steven, you're talking to me right into changing my fucking pick right now, man. I'm
right?
telling you.
Do it up.
Yeah, you know what? I'm still going to stick with the Chiefs, but it's not going to surprise me at all if Miami wins this game. It will not surprise me. And Keith, yes, that's right. He did pick the Browns. That's right. Well, now, first show of the pod this year. This is the first show of this year. Yeah, Keith, I'll keep you posted on that. We're actually we're in talks about that right now. The wife and I, but I'll let you know.
As sad as it is, I gotta go Chiefs here, man.
Yeah.
All right. Again, I think the Chiefs will win, but again, if Miami wins, it's not going to. I'm going to be rooting for Miami, and I don't think it's going to surprise me at all one bit if they win this game.
Last one in the AFC, you got Pittsburgh and Buffalo. Buffalo's favored by 10 here. No TJ Watt. I don't
think the Steelers have a fight.
Yeah, this
is
going to be one of those, I think, unfortunate blowout games. I mean,
Mason Rudolph versus the Bills is just not going to work, man.
That's the biggest problem, right?
Tomlin. I mean, Rudolph's been their best option, but going to Buffalo, weather won't matter, which is good. But that atmosphere is, I don't. And without TJ Watt, I mean, TJ Watt is someone that can single-handedly win you a game. Losing him, this game won't even be close.
If TJ Watt was healthy in this game, I'd say Buffalo will probably win it, but maybe by like a field goal, touchdown.
Oh yeah, touchdown would be a lot closer.
I don't think it's a blowout, but I think Buffalo wins probably 31-21, something like that. I don't know.
I'm going big one here, 31-17.
Yeah,
I think they beat the shit out of them. I don't think there's much.
I don't think.
And now is the weather going to be kind of crazy in this game?
It's going to be colder. Like I think they said, like 30s.
Yeah. I don't think snow, but I think it's
nothing. Yeah, nothing like they're not used to. You know, these teams.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what we got for the AFC. Kicking into the NFC, we got Rams at Detroit. Detroit's favored by 3 here. I mean, I like Detroit. I know the Rams are looking decent.
Boys, hold on one sec. I'll be right back. You talk for.
Sure, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking Rams here, man. I just think the Rams are kind of hot right now.
They are hot. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I don't know. I like what Detroit did this year. I think they have a good offense. Defense is so, but
yeah.
I mean, as long as coach doesn't pull anything crazy and sticks to the game plan, I mean,
yeah, he better reel it in a little bit in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, sure. But I like Detroit in this one. I think they cover 3 on this one.
I'm feeling the Rams. I'm going to go with the Rams.
I'm taking Rams here, man. You're getting Stafford coming home for the first playoff game in Detroit in a real long time. I think Detroit's corners and DBs are really bad, and the last person you want to play in the playoffs when you don't have corners is Matthew Stafford. He's going to pick. I mean, this guy is the best ball spinner in football right now. That's healthy, man.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh my God.
He's right there with like the best ever, man. This
guy's
going to pick them apart. And Kyren Williams is
he's been on fire.
The defense is good. They're well coached.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one for sure.
I think it's a shootout. I think it comes down to literally who gets ball last.
Yeah, I think both teams will come out ready to play.
Yep.
It's going to be a war. This could end up being the best game of the weekend. I mean, it's going to be a really good game. Pressure is on Goff and Campbell.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Goff made it his business to talk to the media on the last day of the regular season. He said, I'm going to be totally honest with the media. I have a chip on my shoulder that they traded me. I want to go beat them.
Yeah,
he should.
These guys.
Like
this is going to be a bloodbath, bro.
I
think this is like on paper. This is the best game of the weekend.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good one.
Yep. I can't wait for this game, man.
What time is that game?
That's I think the 1:00 game. Green Bay, Dallas. The next game is the 4:30, and then we got Philly Monday night. So
okay.
There's no night game on Sunday?
No.
That's so stupid. Oh my God.
They moved it to Monday night.
That's so fucking dumb. Oh my God.
That happened last year. We went to the game in Tampa. It was Monday. I had to adjust everything because the game ended up being Monday night. So
wait, Steven, just to back up a second. So Saturday, what are the times for the games? Because is Saturday just starting at 4:30?
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, I think so. I think it's
Browns
either
Texans
later.
4:30 and then Dolphins Chiefs at night.
And it's only
Yeah.
on fucking Peacock.
Only on Peacock. Yeah, that's so
That's so
annoying.
nauseating. The
I'm
NFL
happy
is
I have it,
nauseating.
but what a joke. I mean, Jesus.
It's a
Uncle
fucking
Mike, I'm
joke.
with you, man. I'm fucking.
Rams
Oh, no.
Detroit are 8:15 on
No,
Sunday.
yeah,
Rob is
I was
saying.
just about to say, yeah, 1:00 is Steelers Bills on Sunday. 4:30 is Cowboys Packers, and yeah, the 8:00 is Rams Lions, and Monday night is the Eagles Bucks.
Oh, okay. So 3 games
Yeah,
on
so
Sunday. All right,
so
that's
you
awesome.
have 3 on Sunday. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just breaking these up by division, though. I was just going.
Yeah. That's fine.
But yeah, bringing us to second game, Green Bay Dallas. Dallas is favored by 7.5 here. I don't see this one being an issue for Dallas, to be honest.
They
It could be
should win this
close,
game.
but you never know. I mean,
I'll tell you what, they better come prepared though, man. Jordan loves slinging that shit. He
Yeah,
is slinging. The receivers
Playing
look
really
good.
well.
I still think
They've
Cowboys
bought
win,
in.
though,
You
man.
know, the whole team
Yeah.
is buying into everything right now. And look, Dallas historically has had some trouble and some struggles with Green Bay in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
don't want that ghost rearing its head, you know?
I mean,
You
we're
know.
playing really well at home right now, though. I mean,
Yeah.
That's
And-
what I was going to say. They're really good at home. Dak
And the
looks like a
boys-
different guy. He looks really good, man.
the boys want to do this one for McCarthy too, man. It's a kind of revenge game for him too, man.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
With Green Bay, so
Yeah.
I
think
mean,
it's closer than you think, but I think Dallas wins.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think it's a touchdown game. It's a touchdown game.
Yep, I'm good with that. I'll take it. And then yeah, that leaves us with Philly, Tampa. Philly's only favored by 3, so
Yeah.
I'm going with Tampa. I'm taking the
going
Bucks.
Tampa, man. Yeah, I think Tampa
Yeah.
squeezes it out.
I
So do
kind
I.
of want to go with Tampa too. I just feel like I don't think the Eagles are going to come out and just lay down, man. As shitty as they've been, I still think they're a pretty good team on paper. I think the Eagles find a way to win it, even if it's last minute. I can see them winning on a field goal and then getting mopped up next week.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this. Say the Eagles come out in this game against Tampa and say they lose by 17 points say the Eagles get the shit kicked out of them. Does Sirianni get fired?
I don't think
He
so.
shouldn't. No.
I don't think so.
You don't think there's any job jeopardy there whatsoever? What's
I don't
going
think
on
he
with this team?
I don't think he should.
Team's
man.
got a loaded roster, man, and they look like dog
They-
shit.
They do, but honestly, I think this is one of those situations where if they do get blown out, they're going to blame it on injuries. I think they're going to
Yeah.
they're going to say they're going to come
Yeah.
out and say Hurts was more hurt than they'll let on.
They'll
Brown's hurt,
they'll
Smith's
fire or
hurt.
get rid of OC and DC, and they'll
Yeah.
move on to the next year, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
going to be
think-
one of
yeah,
those.
that's
Man.
true.
It's just been a stinker.
And Hurts has been hurt all season. He's been
Oh,
battling injuries all year.
he's been really hurt. Like I know, obviously, you guys will shit on the Eagles. It's just, of course, that's what I do too. But I mean, dude,
Yeah.
this guy got hurt week 1. Like he was limping in the first game with his knee. Every game,
I know.
you can
Yeah.
see like of course, he had 15 rushing touchdowns. Most of them were the tush push. The guy couldn't move as much, man. His pocket,
know.
like he was getting scared and bailing and like couldn't get a first down. Like that wasn't him last year.
Yeah.
Last year he was trying to run over linebackers.
Yeah. And look, that Super Bowl hangover thing that Uncle Mike mentioned is real, man. That's a real thing.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, but
Screw Hurts lost fantasy because in Pat,
You
I'm
should,
with you. Fuck him.
you should never draft a quarterback in your division, Pat. Come on.
yeah,
Yeah, come on now.
That was just silly, bro.
Yeah, that's our good action-packed games this weekend. Definitely looking forward to it. So
Yeah, we got
Be
a lot
nice
of good
to,
games, man.
kick back and watch some good football this weekend.
You
man.
know what's nuts? I remember sitting here talking about, hey guys, the season's starting this weekend,
I know. Yeah,
and here we
I
go.
know.
It's fucking playoff time, man.
flew by. That's for
Jesus.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly did.
Me and Mike are stuck talking about off season, and you're playing Green Bay.
Don't worry, dude. He will be after another week or two too.
No, I don't know, man. I want to
We'll
rip him
see.
bad, but I think Dallas has a shot this year, man. I
We'll
really
see.
do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they have me fooled, but I don't know. I think
I
think they're.
I don't even get excited anymore. I'll be excited if we make it to the Super Bowl. I'll be excited. That's
Yeah, other than that,
if
it's
you
like-
make the NFC Championship, you should be excited. You haven't been back in 30 years.
I know.
It's true.
I know we're gonna have to run through San Fran, man. It's just they have our number. We'll
Yeah.
see, man. I'm not even gonna get excited. We always win the first playoff game and then blow the second one. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Steven, let me ask you this then. Say Dallas comes out and loses to Green Bay this weekend. Is McCarthy
Mm-hmm.
getting fired?
Yeah, I think so. Honestly,
Yeah,
I do. I think
so
so.
too.
Because
That's why I
there's-
think they're
there's-
going to come out and win. They don't want the
there's-
team loves this guy.
Yeah, there's no excuse to not be prepared for this game. We should, again, I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I don't
Right.
think we should be at any point, and being at home, there shouldn't be any point where we're in danger of losing that game. If it is, that's on coaching then. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
One more week and we celebrate with Stephen A.
I hate that.
Oh, if they lose to Green Bay, I'm wearing I'm getting the cowboy hat and the cigar,
Yeah.
man. I'm getting ready.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
Steven's already hit you with that once, man.
Hey,
I know, which was great.
I will completely eat it. I'm used to it. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm ready.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Pat, that's a good point. You think the season would go slower when your team sucks, but it doesn't work that way.
Nope. No.
So yeah. So here we go. Playoff time, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm pumped for the games. I'm disgusted about this fucking Peacock thing because I don't get Peacock and now I got to spend more money.
It's all money, man.
You
The
can
NFL is
just
disgusting.
stream the game, Mike. You'll be like a minute behind, but you don't have to spend no money.
Yeah, I'll probably just do that. Fuck it. I mean, whatever.
Go on Stream East. You get the game for free. You're a minute behind, but you don't have to pay shit.
Can
Just
I
shut
get
off your
Streamies on one of my Roku's?
Yeah, you have the smart TV. You just go right, like look up Google and you can look up streaming.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably just do that then. I have that Dak pick for you, Steve.
We'll
boy.
see. We'll see.
Oh, Pat hooking it up with the Peacock account. There you go.
Yeah.
That's got
All right.
Peacock. All right, that's good. That's good.
Send it to all of us, you fuck.
Can you put it in the comments?
I'm gonna change the password and log your ass out.
Seriously, man. Seriously.
Uh,
I am excited to just see like the way the weather's going to be because the weather's a little up in the air for the Tampa game too, right? They're talking maybe some major rain and
Major
shit.
some
rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rain. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
it's
You know.
gonna be- yeah. I think the worst weather is going to be KC, man. It's going to be
For sure. Casey's. I would hate to be at that game.
that little
I think
midget motherfucker Tyreek Hill is going back home. He's going to be cold. He's
The,
been loving Miami.
Mhm.
The Giants Green Bay game years ago was colder than this one, though, right? Because the wind chill was negative
It
13
was.
in that
yeah,
game.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was a bad one too.
Yeah. Michael Myers is my profile picture.
Yeah,
Chris, WWE does some Peacock stuff too.
that's why I have it too. I have it from
Yeah,
WWE.
they turned
Oh,
their
okay.
WWE network into Peak. They comboed it. So
Mom, you could stream it on your phone, but not on that TV that you have. It's too old. We got to get you a new TV. Get Dad's ass to the store on Saturday, will you? It's time to get a new TV.
don't tell
Actually,
Matt.
I'll give you mine again, and I'll go buy a new one. I'm due for an upgrade.
come on, you know he can make a 75-inch in the garage.
I was
man.
just
He
gonna say,
can
he's
do it
gonna
up
build
right
it.
now. He
Oh,
can
yeah.
make it himself.
Oh yeah.
He's going to fucking build it.
Oh, you know what though? If she puts it on her phone, she could mirror it, right?
She could, yeah.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
All right, Mom, we're gonna have a little tutorial this weekend. I'll come over there and show you what we got to do.
Yeah,
We'll-
be a
we'll-
good
we'll
son
get it
when the
going
game
for you.
starts. Get over there, help her out, and then boogie home.
We'll get it going. We'll get it going.
There you go.
So Denver's gonna be sub-zero.
Brutal.
Oof.
Fuck that.
Fuck that, man.
Yeah, really fuck that.
Like now that New Year's and Christmas and all that passed, like I'm ready for July. Like that's it. I want summer now. That's it.
I'll settle for April. Take some baseball to start. Spring.
I'll
Ugh.
take fall back, man. Give me that 50, 60 degrees, man. I'm good with that. Sweatshirt weather. I'll take it.
It's only the one game, Miami and KC. That's the only game that's exclusively on Peacock
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yep.
Yeah, everything else is on TV
We'll get it working for you. Don't worry.
for sure.
So,
that's-
actually, well, I'll send your grandson over there because he'll know how to do it way better than I can.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it was definitely good to be back, boys.
yeah,
First
man,
show,
without a doubt.
Uh,
Huge, Rob. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate that. And again, whoever wants
Yeah,
to come
appreciate
on,
it, man.
Yeah, Uncle Mike, we got to get you back on. Chris, I know we want to get you on here as well, man.
yes,
we got to, but we're going every week now, man. No matter what, so we'll be on one of these weeks. We'll get you guys on.
Barbara, I'll take it. I'll take it. I want it. I want summer year round, man. So anyway, yeah. So it's great to be back, and we're looking forward to a great 2024, great playoffs now, and hopefully the Rangers, for our sake, will get their shit in order here.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely, man.
And again, mid-season awards for NHL coming up in about 2 weeks, and more picks for for the divisional round next week, man.
See who
Which is
our-
usually the best round of the playoffs.
See who our
really
lone
is, yeah.
survivors are, man. I love
Yeah.
it. The divisional round always has at least one divisional matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So Michael Power, let's
Fuck
have you
him,
on
Mike.
next week,
Yeah.
man, if you're available, all right? We'll
Definitely.
recap the Jets for you. That you know what? We'll black out all our screens. We'll just put him in center stage, man.
Oh yeah.
just let them go on.
Yeah. Uncle Mike, can this game end in a tie? Can they tie while just talking about Taylor Swift all fucking game?
Oh God, I don't even want to think about. You know what? Fuck it. I don't want your Peacock account. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching the game.
I'm telling you, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
watch it
go
on
old
my
school. I
phone
want it on
and
the
just mute
radio. I'm gonna listen to it on the radio.
Should be
You'll still
freaking out,
hear
though.
it though. You'll
Yeah,
still hear it.
yeah.
If you got a smart radio and you have a big screen in your car, there's gonna be pictures of her during the game.
Fucking Taylor Swift. She
Fuck
makes
her.
me nauseous. Ugh.
Fuck them. Fuck Kelsey. Fuck Mahomes.
Stupid
I hope
bitch.
Andy Reid's son does some dumb shit again. Fuck them.
I forgot about that. Wasn't that before the Super Bowl?
Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah,
before.
it was.
Yeah, it was, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
God
them.
almighty.
Awesome.
All right. Anyway.
Well,
Well,
Boys, good to be back.
All right, fellas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely good to be back.
great to be back. Thanks, everyone, for the comments. Again, Rob, huge thank you to you. And next week, we will be back Wednesday. I can't wait to see. Good night, everyone.
We'll see you next week. Night,
See you
guys.
next week.